Welcome back to the Skwodcast Podcast. It's your boy Cancer King.
It's your boy Ghost in this building.
This your boy drummer boy, aka KJ in this thing. You feel me?
What's good? What's good? We're coming back to you with another rendition of our podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for following. We appreciate y'all.
This episode sponsor is dedicated to water. Sip
Drink
it.
the water and mind your business.
Actually, got me some
Indeed.
water today.
Let's see
Your
what
water
brand
ain't-
water y'all got. What brand water y'all got?
I ain't saying no brand, 'cause I ain't trying to get in trouble. I'll type it in the comments.
I want to give a shout out to this Angel and Quincy the beat. I think that's how you pronounce it. That was the beat that you heard in the background. So,
I don't know what type of water that is.
Oh shoot!
if this person actually does see this and they hear a beat, appreciate you. Just doing our thing with that. So, much appreciate to you.
I don't see how you don't know what kind of water this is. It literally say Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama.
All right.
that boy be drinking that faucet.
Don't sleep on faucet water now. Faucet water is good now. Put some ice in that cup and put that
It's
cup up
only
in the
good
sink.
for Kool-Aid. It's only good for Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid and powdered lemonade.
Look, he said, what? Isn't that right, Steven?
Who the fuck is Steve?
So a pillow pet.
We already done.
It's a better dog than Bella because he don't talk.
Oh no. Okay.
It's
So
gonna be a weird podcast tonight.
It's gonna be funny as hell.
that's not y'all. It's gonna be a great one. Okay.
Exactly.
Funny as hell.
As you see in the title, we are coming back with episodes 3 and 4 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Now I have taken some notes on this and pull these out so that way I'll be ready for this. Because we watched them like 2 nights ago. But things came up, work came up, so we weren't able to do the podcast. And plus we were so tired. So I went
all I
back.
gotta say that episode photo. Oh,
We'll get to it. We will. But I went back and took down some notes, watched a couple of breakdowns of 3 and 4. So got a better understanding of what was seen, what happened, and all like that. Kind of a Cliff Notes version of it. So y'all bear with me if I missed something and you did see it. Please, please, please write it in the comments and just say that. That'd be a great help. Appreciate that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Please remember that. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. So, starting off. All right, so starting off episode 3. Episode 2, we did what? We got introduced to a couple of things, saw a couple of actions, things, and all like that. We found out about uh, Isaiah Bradley, who was the first Black Captain
In
America.
secret.
There in
Mhm.
secret, he was not a well-known person, and he was used in a negative way,
Mhm.
and you saw that the guys that Sam was upset about that. You saw that they at the end of that episode they had planned on having to go and break out. Well, go find Zemo because Zemo is tied with Hydra, and with the serum and the super soldier serum. So that's where we left off at. So kicking it off, they start off with this little ad. It was about the GRC. I forgot to write their name down.
I think
Yeah,
it's CRD.
GRC.
Oh,
GRC.
Yeah, it's
okay.
GRC. But I didn't write the acronym of it. But they're like a
They they was pretty.
security type company or something like that.
It's
Uh,
pretty much like how the way the DEO was to Supergirl for the DC world,
yes.
but it's for Captain what a Captain America
Yeah.
for
Mm-hmm.
the yeah. That's pretty much what it
And
is.
so you see that they do this nice little pleasant ad. It's all beautiful and you know, see it was basically about uh kind of reassuring people when they came back from the blip,
Mm-hmm.
uh and it had to, be like, okay, this is what we'll do, this is what we're doing, this is what um and so, you see that it looks all nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right into it, it cuts to you see this armored truck pull up to this German uh, camp or shelter. I mean, who's in it? John Walker, and he's
Mm.
walking in, giving everybody orders, and so
Came out with that big grin.
uh,
Wait a
I'm
minute, I'm
Captain
sorry.
America.
I'm sorry. I gotta say this. His grin remind me of the Grinch. I'm sorry. Am I the only one that think that?
I don't know. I can't do it, me.
Bro got that Peter Griffin chin. Also with that Grinch grin. Like,
uh,
oh my god.
oh my gosh, bro.
I don't know why, but that made me think about Cat in the Hat, and then reminded me of the part when he got hit with that rake, and he started thinking he was on that swing set. Easy like Sunday morning. Ah, easy
Uh,
like Sunday
okay,
morning.
I wanted to chime in on this also. I want to first off give a shout out to my homeboy Lazaric. I talked with him today, got a better insight on everything because he is so knowledgeable on everything comic book from DC to Marvel to I mean everything. So shout out to my homeboy Lazaric. If you watch this, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Uh, but I was talking with him and he was saying, what was it he said? No, I literally just had it and it went away, and I hate when this happens. 'Cause I have something on my
It'll come
head.
back to you.
Wait, no, I got
It'll
it on
come back.
words that he said. It was okay. That's what it was. So, um, John Walker is supposed to be somebody that you hate. He's not
I
supposed
knew
to be.
it.
He is actually supposed to be somebody that you hate. So, like, what he said was the person who's playing him. Congrats to him because he's doing his.
Mm, for
He
fats.
he is really portraying somebody that everybody hates because you cannot replace Steve Rogers. And so he was saying like basically that John Walker is supposed to be that type of person that you know isn't supposed to be the model Captain America that everybody loves. He's supposed to be that other antagonistic, uh, other side of Captain America in a sense, you could say. Um, there's some other things that he pointed out to me. Uh, for instance, and I'm reverting back to episode 2, and he did make a good point. he said when they introduced uh, Isaiah Bradley
Mm-hmm.
and he, well, dog it, I can't give it away because see, that's in episode 5, so I can't really
Mm.
say much. So when we get to episode 5, I'm gonna repeat what he had said, and he made a perfect point. So uh, let's skip that for right now. Uh, Again,
Okay.
shout out to Butler Derek. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Uh, so John Walker goes into this camp. They go into this German camp shelter, whatever, and they're asking questions. Where's Carly Morgenthau? He's the leader of the Flag Smashers, and they had a hunch or got word that she was there, but she had already left. So they were trying to figure out where she was and all of that good shit. So
Can I
um,
say something real quick?
go ahead.
You you kind of forgot about something that happened in that episode. I think it was episode 3. The woman from, you know, Wukana.
That was episode. I'm on episode 3.
That's the episode.
Yes, I haven't said anything yet.
You
You,
That's towards the middle.
Towards
He's
the
still in
end,
the
bro.
beginning.
I
I'm
was thinking that was like before they had got to that point. Oh, you know what? My bad. I'm sorry.
you
I
good?
know what you're talking about. You talking about when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
came to the city.
Mhm. But
And found that, yeah.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So um, basically, John Walker is asking, where she at and all like that shit. And, the dude is speaking German. And so, he cannot speak German, which is when I was watching the breakdown, it was ironic because Bucky and Sam are very fluent in different languages. So is Captain
Hmm.
America, the original Captain America, excuse me. And very fluent in different languages, but yet you have this gentleman here who served in the army and all like that, but cannot
Hmm.
speak any other language besides American
English.
English. I
Yeah.
mean,
English American. Yeah.
yes. So I found that very strange. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that you're supposed to be somebody who is supposed to be fluent in different languages and be able to talk with other people,
Mm-hmm.
but he had to have a translator.
Drop
uh
the ball.
yeah, true that. So um and in that same part, he asked him questions, and then the German guy spits on him. That was me personally, I love that part because I mean it's just like that's disrespectful as hell. So then he gets all mad and pushes them into the wall, like yelling, "Do you know who I am?" Like, but then
Uh,
the funny part is that uh, the German guy actually can speak English, you know.
mm-hmm. Yep.
So it was like kind of a slap in the face to him. So uh, let's see here. Uh, so after they move on from that scene, you see Bucky is going to wherever Zemo is in prison, and he's going to talk with him. And so
Mm-hmm.
he's talking with him, and when he first meets him, Zemo is giving out those code words to see if he would be able to revert back to the old uh,
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldiers. Yes, thank you. Uh, but it didn't work. He was saying that he's not that person anymore. You know what I'm saying? So he basically was like, I'm just trying to see what you would do. So, they're talking, like that, and Zemo's giving him a little bit of information, but not much. and it gets to a point where they Zemo realizes, oh, you're desperate, so you're trying to find out where the serum is, or but you need me. So it's like it's
Mhm.
kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like an ultimatum, I guess you could say. Maybe not an ultimatum, but I scratch your back, you scratch mine, type of deal.
A trade off.
Right. So uh, it fast forwards to you see Bucky and Sam in this warehouse. Sam is wondering where the hell they at, and so he is telling him this stuff, and Bucky was like, "Can I tell you something hypothetically?" So it goes back to Zemo, in jail, and it basically shows him escaping from prison, and Bucky helps him in a sense, but not really. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Bucky just pretty much just planting the seeds around the prison to
Hmm.
see is he gonna find it.
basically, all he did was just plant that one seed, which was give that guy that little note that said he's gonna kill you tonight, and then whole fight breaks out. Zemo then grabs a guard,
Yeah.
him or chokes him out, whatever, steals his uniform, and is successful in getting out.
Yeah.
I kind of found it like it was too easy.
That was good though.
It was good though. I will say that it was very good.
Very smooth.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did it so smooth. I ain't seen that ever be done in any movie. Only movie that's close that it got almost smooth like that was that Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
Almost, because they had gotten
Uh,
a fight after that.
Oh yeah, it wasn't that smooth. My bad.
sorry about that. I had to put my phone on do not disturb. But
Oh, I
uh,
forgot to put mine. Hold up.
go ahead.
Got it.
Hmm.
Okay, so basically, they get back to the warehouse, and then guess who shows up? Zemo. Sam is pissed. Like, what the hell did you do? Bucky's like, I really didn't do nothing, but we need him. We really do need him. So
Hmm.
basically, they're they realize that Zemo is fucking loaded, rich as hell. And it says something in the breakdown about how his father was his whole family is rich, really, um, and they have like a bunch of money. And so it's like these cars, and he has private jet.
Right. Hmm.
Just
I didn't expect him to be that rich anyway.
neither did I.
I didn't even expect that.
I didn't think he was rich at all. I thought he was just a
I thought he
Think
was
reliable
about
dude.
regular operative of Hydra. You know what I'm saying?
just think about it though. Like it's just like
But
in the
then
winter,
again,
like and on Civil War, how he was able to do all that. Like it made sense. Like, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think I figured out he was rich, I don't know if y'all remember that show, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, that little cartoon.
I don't think I watched that one.
I seen
That
a
was a good
few
one.
episodes of that.
He was in there,
Mhm.
and he always talk about how he used to be a king or something, or his ancestors had a kingly type of lineage. So I
You
figured
know who he
maybe
reminds me of?
Who that?
Lex Luthor.
I rather Zemo than Luther, cause
He reminds me a lot about Luther because like he pretty much wanna be that hero slash villain, but he don't know what side he wanna be on.
No, because see, Zemo, he's a villain. Zemo, he's a villain. Like plain and simple. Uh,
Luther is just an asshole.
I don't know
Mm.
about Lex Luthor. Hmm. I don't know who I compare him to in the DC world because that one kind of tough. Uh, but Zemo, he's going through some things, getting back stuff. Then he sees his old mask that he used to have, you know, back in the day, and he grabs it, and they where did they go?
Yeah. They had went
They
to
get in the car.
the club first. Sam was trying to pretend like I
He was still
forgot.
under his. He was supposed to be a smiling tiger,
Yeah, yeah. Smiling
and
Tiger.
Where they went to. Well, at first, they get on the plane, and they're having a discussion, and so Zemo, some kind of way, stole Bucky's little book of people that he's scratching off, and then of course Bucky gets mad and like says if you touch this again, I'm gonna kill you, whatever like that shit. So then they're having a conversation um, about different things. It's kind of significant because they mentioned about who was it? Trouble Man. That was one of Marvin Gaye's albums, and in Civil War, if I'm not mistaken, Sam mentioned to Captain America, make sure you listen to Trouble Man. Because you remember he had been frozen for however long.
He
And,
missed all the good stuff.
yeah, and
mhm,
so
yeah,
told him about that, and it was significant because they said in the breakdown that uh that was on Marvin Gaye's birthday that episode was released, so that was kind of significant also. Um, Little side note there. Pablo, what's good, bro? How you doing? So fast forward, they go to Metroport and they're in the club and they have to act out their own part. So of course Zemo's
hmm
Zemo. Bucky has to be the Winter Soldier, like bad Winter Soldier, 'cause,
hmm
he has to keep it front. And then Sam, like y'all said, he is
Smiling Tiger.
Smiling Tiger.
hmm
And so they go to this club and they're trying to find some information uh, about the serum and everything like that. So basically, you get Sam
Funniest thing about that scene when
was
they
Sam
was at the
getting dressed.
bar.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sam getting
Winter
dressed.
Soldier could not watch that. Like he turned his whole body away. Like I don't want to see this.
Uh,
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't
I'd
want
be
to
like,
see that either.
what I like, so I got to take it. So he took the shot, and so then there, Zemo's asked someone that comes to Zemo, and it was about the power broker, and he says like, I'm not here for the power broker, but if the power broker wants to meet with me, he can come and talk to me or some shit like that. And
Hmm
so it goes to this other guy that wants to basically fight Zemo or some shit like that, and then Zemo says Winter Soldier attack, some shit like that, and he goes
He
back to
went
his old
ham.
and he went ham. I mean,
Ooh, we.
up.
I ain't seen the ass whooping like that scene since I seen a fight scene from John Wick.
That's true. That is true. And that was a
For the record,
I
I haven't seen John Wick before. I only seen a couple fight scenes on that. I'm definitely gonna have to watch John Wick.
They're gonna
I'm
put you in the
I'm
comments.
gonna give my own opinion on my channel of John Wick.
okay. Now, ironically, the director from John Wick directed this episode. I remember them saying that. And when you watch, and I'm gonna say it because of this part. So they meet with this higher up in the club. Her name is Selby, and they're asking about the serum. Where can they go find the serum at? And she tells them Doctor Nagel. That's his name. So um,
Mm-hmm.
then Sam gets a phone call and he has to play it off because old girl tells him answer the phone and put it on speaker.
On
So
speaker.
Oh,
it's expensive. So he tries to play it off really good, and it's going perfect. It's going well, but then she's yelling at her kids, and then she says, "Sam, I'm gonna call you back," and then the whole cover is blown
oh,
because what it was going to be was that to get the information, Zemo was gonna trade in Winter Soldier for the information. And it was gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
with the he said with the code to activate him and all that shit. So it was a perfect deal. And that shit happened right when they was about to attack. Boom, she gets shot. And what reminded me of John Wick, it was from the second movie, John Wick 2. Uh when they sent out the bounty for John Wick, everybody around him is getting an update on their phone saying John Wick you know, has a bounty on his head for this much amount of money. And it's just like everybody going after him. So that's exactly what happened in this episode. They
Mm-hmm.
say Selby dead, bounty for however how much money it was, and then like everybody just start waylaying on him. And so they get to this alley, they find this little alley, and then uh Sharon Carter, who is the niece of what is her name?
Captain American.
What's her
Peggy Carter.
Yeah,
Peggy. Yes,
yeah,
Peggy.
that's Captain American.
Martha. Peggy.
Mm.
She's the niece of Peggy Carter, and she comes and saves them. But it's she's wondering why Zemo is with him.
Mm-hmm.
So she finds out that boom, they didn't broke him out and shit like that because they need to find the serum. And so, uh, basically, you see her and you're wondering where the hell she been, but she's been on in Magipur for a very long time. And you start to get a sense of, okay, who is she working for? Because see, she was pretty much exiled out in the States because of what happened in Civil War. Because she helped Captain America get his shield back and, basically got exiled out because, she wasn't with the government. And so um she helps them out and shit like that. I'm gonna ask y'all so far from what y'all saw, what did y'all think of it?
Mm. I like when we was all on FaceTime watching it, my mouth was open so wide, just enjoying. Like
Just
that's
episode.
when you know something is really good. That's when you know I'm
Yeah,
really enjoying the
Kayla died,
movie
so I'll be
because
talking
I mean,
shit.
anything that I'm watching, like that right there, pretty much breaks down everything that what was like everything like I don't like it's so much to pretty much like some of the people I ain't never heard of before. I just now recently getting into comic books really like that. Like people I ain't never heard of before on this show, like Battlestar or
That was
Power
good.
Broker. I ain't
Mhm.
never heard them before until I started watching it. And I just kept on saying, like, who is the Power Broker? I was thinking the dude that they had broke out of jail was
Before
the Power Broker.
you go on Ghost, turn your volume down some on the other phone.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
But yeah, like I mean, like it was really dope. I didn't expect it would be that good, but damn.
Yeah. I mean, uh, it turned out, really good because of the fact that you're learning so much about these people. I don't know if they're going to a second season with this one. They may, but I haven't heard anything.
It should. It's too
They
good.
really should.
But
Yeah.
then
Maybe
again,
somewhere
when it
down the
started
line they could
again,
bring in some people from the Avengers, work in them too, cause they already had worked in Rhodey in the first episode. Maybe in the last, maybe hopefully on the last episode of this season, you'll probably see somebody like
I think what's his name might, but then again, that might be a little too
Now,
soon.
see,
bring in Banner or something like that.
what I'm hoping for, they show old Cap.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know if they will, but that's what I'm hoping that they show uh, that cameo.
Cause if they bring in old Cap, that could be
I might
so
cry if
good.
they bring old Cap. Hmm? I
Old
wouldn't
Like
cry.
if old Cap come back, he's gonna pretty much talk to the Sam and just break him down and just tell him about this shield. Like I gave this to you because I had the first time I met you, I knew you was the person that'll be holding this shield. Just pretty much do it like that, and that right there will pretty much open the door for the next season. Hopefully, someone down the line you will see like how the way DC did on the Flash, um, the Green Arrow, and Supergirl, work them all into one show.
True.
Hopefully, they're gonna do that someone down the line, especially when that Loki show come out, and also in that other man coming out, Kung Fu and stuff like.
Saying she
Hopefully that, yeah. Hopefully when
see
they bring all them together, they're gonna focus them into one show.
now see this is the ironic thing about that, bro. Because see what they're saying is that this show is kind of tied into Shang-Chi. Uh, Simply because of where they're at right now in Madripoor. It's in uh some
I
part of Asia.
think
Um,
it's China.
yeah, China. My bad. And they are that you kind of get a sense of when you watch the trailer because I watched the breakdown, and they said that it seems like that's where they're at is in Madripoor also because
I I
uh,
was thinking he was gonna tie in with Doctor Strange.
Um,
WandaVision is tied in with Doctor Strange. Right,
Hmm.
that's a huge tie-in, huge.
You know that makes sense.
yeah,
Seeing
And
how the way they pretty much change times and stuff like that, it pretty much makes sense.
yeah, so basically,
Is Wait a minute, I got a question. I ain't see WandaVision yet. I got one question. Like, is the WandaVision is after um Thanos or before Thanos when they went on that trip?
this is after.
after everything is after.
Yeah,
Okay.
all these shows that they're showing, it's after Thanos. All this
So
after Thanos. Tony Stark is gone. Avengers done. That's basically what that is. Like all of them, they're done.
but wait though. And I had seen something on like something had said Doctor Strange villain gonna be Galactus.
I haven't heard anything about that. I'm not sure
Cause
who.
if they bring in Galactus, oh,
We gotta wait.
gonna have the Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four, and I really want them to work in X-Men.
We'll
Oh,
see. Let me
Started
make sure.
working them in.
Good.
Yeah, tag just a bitch. But anyway, so
Basically, X-Men, because I was talking, like I said, I was talking to my homeboy. X-Men won't be till way further down because they still have to introduce
Fantastic Four.
Four first.
But how
Kind of
about
already
Blade though?
introduced them because they
Is
had the New Mutants. So
Blade is gonna be I don't know how he's gonna tie in with all of this, but uh Blade is gonna be I think it's gonna be kind of separate for right now. Um but eventually we'll see how everything goes with that. Uh
but
but
you still got the mother guy. You still got Ghost Rider. You still got Moon Knight. You
yeah.
got She Hulk. Then you got
Punisher?
Punisher. Well, actually, Punisher. Then you got Daredevil appearing in the Spider-Man movie for a few. Then you still got the Eternals,
Mhm.
the Inhumans. You got a whole lot of people. Then you still gotta go back to Thor and him and who he gotta deal with.
This man here.
What's-
This man here.
That's why we fired him. Man.
Swear, bro.
He fired. We're gonna take his name off the credits and his face off the damn. It's gonna be me and Brian. That's it.
This seriously, bro.
Me and
I'm
Cap.
gonna need you to get it together.
Matter of fact, we
I
already
should
gonna
have let
replace
me
it
down like that before I
already.
did this.
This man here is just so. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry for
I'm
the
sorry.
inconvenience that is going on right now.
Put on some elevator music.
Uh,
I say
continue.
put on,
Oh, shoot, we can't even stop recording because I mean we got to keep going.
put on Hotline Bling.
Uncut.
And
It's uncut. You feel me? It's raw, authentic, uncut. Sorry, y'all. I just had to put in my
Oh,
second round of the headphones I got.
okay, so basically we're gonna go back to what we are talking about. So Selby gets killed, and they go to Sharon's hideout, wherever she's at, you know, and they go to this party, they mingle with people, all like that. And so then fast forward to this shipping yard. Uh,
Mm.
and they go and find Dr. Nagel. And so Sharon is keeping the lookout for them while they're going in and finding him and talking to him and, you know, all that good shit. So
hmm
um, he's talking to them
He
about,
was finna tell some secret, and Zeno had, you know,
hold on,
out of the.
hold on.
You
So
jump from the gun, big fella.
So basically, they're talking with him, and he's explaining to them about the serum, about the plan and all that shit. And so outside, you got Sharon, you know, looking out for the guys. So she fucking these dudes up. I mean, fuck,
Indeed.
Girl, she busted this nigga head with a pipe.
like she's
Mm.
doing work. She putting in some work, and so then uh, it gets a little bit too rough. So she goes inside, and they're still talking. She's like, "Yo, we gotta hurry up and go." And so, boom, Zemo, he shoots Dr. Nagel, and then basically the everything blows up because they shoot a rocket at the shit. And thank you for the golden record. And so basically Zemo, he goes and starts fucking the dudes up because they get cornered. Everybody else get cornered. So he starts fucking the dudes up and finds his car. They drive off. Sharon, she goes and saying something to her driver, saying they got bad news or something like that, in a sense. So could be that she's working for the power broker or possibly is the power broker. Don't know exactly. Sure, what you got?
Wait, that
You
would be
kind of
one big
skipped the
ass twist when we
main.
find out if she
You
a
kind
power
of
broke, like she was a power broker. Oh my god, my
yeah,
heart would drop.
but let's go back though. You kind of skipped some good details.
What was that?
Like we found out that Nego is the one that been creating the serums
Yes.
for old girl and her
That's,
friend.
that's right. My apologies. Yes, that's right. So he was the one that was creating the serum, and she's been back and forth getting the serum from him. And that's how the flag smashers are getting the serum.
Hmm.
So
And then Zemo killed him.
right, and so there's no more serum.
Serum. So we thought. No, I don't know.
Right, and so um, they go and they fly out to Latvia, and you see um, Carly. She is it? Here's that one for.
Wait, time
That
out.
so
What's the name of the city again?
Latvia,
Latvia.
yeah.
I I think that's in Germany or
Isn't that
Russia.
where what's his name live?
Ooh,
Doctor Doom.
yes.
That's what I
That,
thought.
that is actually I'm glad you said that because they did mention that on the episode breakdown that that is where Doctor Doom is. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Ooh.
Uh,
So Doctor Doom is going to make an appearance.
no, that's
Yeah.
just, I don't think that he's going to make an appearance. It's just I think it's before he actually became Doctor Doom. He's still Victor Von Doom right now. Not the evil bad guy that with the green cape and the metal suit and all like that. Uh, he's just Victor Von Doom, the scientist. Uh,
Watching the rap. I'm watching the recap of that channel you sent me of.
mhm.
On one of them episodes, this person had said this could probably pay the way for Omega Red.
Yes. Yes. I don't remember. I guess I didn't hear that, but uh, yeah, I can't say that honestly.
Cause if so, that means I remember a while back I had asked Gus about Omega Red,
Mhm.
and he had said I think Omega Red is a X-Man villain.
That's who I mostly see him with. He
Yeah,
mostly fight Wolverine and Cyclops.
yeah, that is true. Now that is true. Uh, now if it could be a tie-in to Mega Red, so I mean we still trying to figure out what direction that they're going with this. So um,
Whatever direction they're gonna go with it, we already know it is gonna be fire because everything Kevin Feige do for Marvel, he never let me down on any Marvel movie he's a part of.
yes, this is
Mm.
true.
He never let me down.
This is true.
As,
Between
as,
him,
as soon as I find out Kevin Feige is doing Marvel, I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be good.
I mean, he's over Marvel, so
yeah, him. You got James Gunn. He be doing he
Guardians of the
be doing
Galaxy.
and then the Russo
Ironically, James Gunn is actually doing
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, the new Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
you already know any movie that James Gunn does is going to be great anyway. Like,
Yeah. And then you got the Russo.
Speaking of great directors, I had seen this. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm sorry, it's gonna be off topic because it's not Marvel, it's DC. But I had heard that Zack Snyder was supposed to be doing a Man of Steel 3.
possibly, and we'll get into that. We're gonna because I do want to talk about a little bit of that too. So, um, we got about 15 minutes left for this one, so we'll have to do another one. So,
Okay.
but yeah, we'll definitely get into that. Um, and so going back to the show, you see Carly is at this. I don't know where exactly they are, but she's freeing these people. But the security officers, they're all tied up, and I feel like that was like it was gas in the building and everything like that. So um, they get in the car blows up, and then it kills pretty much everybody in there. And so that was that because before, yeah, she was fighting people, but she wasn't killing people. And now she's killing people, and the person that was with her, like, there are people still in there. Like, what are you doing? She was like, hey, we got to get this shit going. But in a sense,
Yeah.
So uh, you go back to Latvia, and they're talking, and Bucky says that he's gonna have to take a walk for a little bit. And it's like, you good? Yeah, I'm good. So he goes, and he sees these little things on the ground, picks them up, and so he goes down this alleyway, and he was like, I was waiting. I had been waiting for you to show up, and it's Ayo. She's one of the Dormalaje from Wakanda. Dormalaje are the warrior women that are basically Black Panther security guards in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so she basically says, I'm here for
They
Zemo.
are some tough women, I tell you. Ooh.
Yeah. And she basically says,
We get to the good one.
I'm here for Zemo, and then that's when the episode ends. That was episode 3. So uh, you got pretty much a good sense of what's going to happen in episode 4. Uh,
Mm.
and I think what we're going to do is we're going to just do another recording for episode 4 because we we pretty much spent the whole hour doing episode 3. It was so much that was in episode 3 because we did 1 and 2 in 1 hour the other day, but this
For
one
the people out there in the world,
Yeah.
if y'all seen episode 4, y'all know, oh,
That was
huge.
it was just impossible for me to let that episode go by without watching episode 5. It was so impossible. I
This-
couldn't let that on sneak on by there. Like, no, no.
right.
I cannot go
it
to
was
sleep
ooh.
thinking what's going to happen on episode 5 now.
And then episode 5 was so good. I was waiting for episode 6, but it wasn't there
I
yet.
swear. I was
Episode
like,
6
dang.
actually released. What's today? It's
Today Wednesday.
it'll be released Friday.
Mm.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be released early Thursday morning. No, early Friday morning.
You know what that means? Friday.
Only thing, well, I get off at 8 o'clock Friday, so we may be able to watch it. So, but since we got a few minutes left, we can go into a little bit of DC right quick.
Mm.
Talking about Zack Snyder. Okay, so yes, he is on board to. I think he said he's on board to doing another Man of Steel, but actually, The Rock wants to direct a Man of Steel movie.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I seen this today. Dave Bautista said he want to play Bane.
No, he said that he had
he would do a good job.
he tried out for Bane basically. He tried out for playing Bane basically. But he's Drax, so he can't even do that. That's breaking contract right there. But he was on board to playing Bane if the opportunity was given to him.
Mhm.
You know, I'm so happy to see WWE superstars in DC and Marvel movies.
I mean, true,
Because
true.
like how the way it just imagine the seeing them pretty much when I'm a little kid watching wrestling, see somebody like The Rock or John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Me a little kid watching wrestling. Can't even imagine seeing them in Marvel movies. Like I ain't know who Marvel was until I was when the first Iron Man movie came out.
Yeah.
I ain't know who Marvel was. I ain't know anything about anything. The only thing that I knew first was was Batman.
Yeah.
That was only because that Batman and Robin movie and, and that Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze.
Anyway, so moving on from that because that shit was, we don't even need to talk about that right there.
Oh, man.
Uh, I'm gonna
Wait
go
a
ahead and
minute.
say this
Wait a minute.
podcast. The either it was Batman and Robin or Batman. I think it was Batman and Robin. Yeah, Batman and Robin movie. That shit was horrible, and I'm saying this right here on the podcast. That movie
Oh,
was
man, not this shit again.
horrible.
Wait a minute. I got a question though. What movie was garbage? Which movie was worse? The last Airbender movie, live action version, or that
Dragon
movie?
Ball.
Oh, Dragon Ball was horrible.
If I had to choose between the Batman movie and the last Airbender movie, you gotta give me this because both of them was bad, bro.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed the last Airbender movie though.
I did too.
I kind of
But that's
enjoyed
the
it though.
closest thing we got to actual bending.
Yeah.
I would probably say the
Actual,
more worse one would be Batman and Robin.
You know
I
what?
will agree
When
with you. Yes, it did
when
have.
that movie came out, that was like one of my favorite movies. I don't know how you switched my mind up to really thinking about like that movie
you
was
bamboozled
garbage.
your ass. But
Look, I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, like that movie was it was so bad. And then like you
is that
got
the one with Penguin in it?
Mm-mm.
no,
Arnold
Because they
Schwarzenegger
got
was
one
in
with
it.
Penguin, and
that was the
Penguin
one with
was
Mr. Freeze. That was the one.
okay.
And
Which
Mr.
one was that with
Freeze.
Penguin in it? Because that Penguin was a bad penguin. That Penguin looked it
Yeah, that
so
was horrible,
terrible.
horrible. What's up,
That
Zach?
Penguin looked like my high school teacher. Like just bad body build. That penguin looked like Dr. Eggman from the Sonic cartoon.
Your
Yeah,
teacher could be watching the
that was
podcast,
actually
bro.
Danny
I
DeVito.
didn't say no names.
That was Danny DeVito that played.
Danny DeVito, he's actually built like that real life with shorter legs, but
Yes,
they just gave him stilts.
I had
but
a science teacher
but
was looking like ET with a long neck.
But when y'all was talking about wrestlers, I think they said when they had, I think they're supposed to come on with a Sinister Six movie.
that would be. I thought I heard something about that, but I'm not sure.
They
But
should have Bray Wyatt. Oh,
I would love to see a Sinister Six movie.
And they was talking
oh.
about John Cena being Sandman. So I could see that happening.
See that.
As long as he don't come.
But see, no. Well,
He got
actually,
a
no.
box. He got a
Uh,
sand head.
unless because see, in the new Suicide Squad movie, he's in the Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, yeah.
So unless his character dies, then it's fair game. But okay. But if his character stays alive in this movie, then I don't see him doing the Sinister going to Marvel doing Sinister Six. Um,
Who y'all think will play Carnage in that new
they already got it.
I think it should be Jim
Woody
Carrey.
huh?
Woody
I think-
Harrelson.
Willie Harris?
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's who's playing Carnage.
Yeah, he kind of
Hmm.
crazy, so
Yeah, and he's good for that. Um, but going back to Zack Snyder, um, I would rather him direct the Man of Steel movie because I mean, him and those movies, they especially if you watch Wonder Woman, you watch the first Wonder Woman movie. He was like part of it. He was like a producer or something like that. So appreciate that also again, Lazare, for that. He was part of it, and anytime you see Zack Snyder with Wonder Woman, it ties in so perfectly. So it just I would rather see Zack Snyder do some more movies with Batman, with Wonder Woman, Superman, all of them, honestly. Uh,
Mm.
I want to see how
Zack Snyder is the Kevin Feige of DC, in my opinion.
pretty much he is. It's just we just gotta hope that Warner Brothers lets him back.
I mean, shoot, they should let him back because of that Snyder cut.
because
That Snyder cut, oh my
you don't have much
Jesus.
choice. Because
We got to recap on that
speaking of
Snyder cut one
DC,
day.
We do have to
speaking of DC,
Mm.
Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be old.
Batman. Yup.
He's gonna be Old Man Batman in the Flashpoint movie.
He should be old man Batman in the Batman Beyond movie as well.
I would love to see him as that Batman. That would be like the greatest thing to see ever.
How about Christian Bale?
No,
Mm.
So
Chris
y'all don't think
Bale.
Christian Bale played a good Batman?
I mean he played a good Batman, but I don't know. It started off good, but then when he did the whole growly voice thing, I just wasn't a big fan of that. Simply because I mean, when you watch the first Batman Begins, you see that, and it's just like, okay, this is good. This is good. He's not. I like it. But then when it went to Dark Knight, you hear this growly voice. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I
You know, you
I'm
know,
not wearing a hockey mask.
yeah. I'm just like, bro, you need a cough drop or something?
I do do you know what that remind me of? And I regret saying this. I was just having to watch Teen Titans Go episode, and they had Darkseid on there, and Starfire dumbass gave Darkseid a cough drop, and he could, you know how Darkseid sound. He got that raspy voice.
Uh-huh.
So she said, "You sound like you need the drop or the cough," because she always say shit backwards like Yoda. So she gave that man a cough drop, and it cleared his voice, and they made him sound like Weird Al Yankovic. I'm
I'm
just
so
saying,
done.
like, you got to be.
Speaking of Dark Side, Dark Side,
Before you go, we're gonna have to go ahead and end it because we got 38 seconds left. So we're gonna come back and do another hour, and we'll get right back into it. So thank y'all for joining. Please bear with us. We'll be right back after these messages.